Welcome to Wisdom Trek with Gramps. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, and we are on day 2423 of our trek. The purpose of Wisdom Trek is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. In today's Wisdom Nugget, I'll guide you through the vast landscapes of biblical wisdom. Today we'll delve into Psalm chapter 10, verses 1 through 11 from the New Living Translation. In this powerful message, the psalmist cries out to God amidst the troubling presence of the wicked, seeking answers and divine justice. Join me as we uncover the depths of these verses and gain insights that are relevant for today as they were when they were first penned. Psalm chapter 10, verses 1 through 11. O Lord, why do you stand so far away? Why do you hide when I am in trouble? The wicked arrogantly hunt down the poor. Let them be caught in their evil that they plan for others. For they brag about their evil desires, they praise the greedy and curse the Lord. The wicked are too proud to seek God. They seem to think that God is dead. Yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. They sneer at all their enemies. They think, nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free from trouble forever. Their mouths are full of cursing, lies, and threats. Trouble and evil are on the tips of their tongues. They lurk and ambushed in the village, waiting to murder the innocent people. They are always searching for helpless victims. Like lions crouched in hiding, they wait to pounce on the helpless. Like hunters, they capture the helpless and drag them away in their nets. Their helpless victims are crushed. They fall beneath the strength of the wicked. The wicked think, God isn't watching us. He has closed his eyes. He won't ever see what we do. The psalmist begins in verse 1 with a heartfelt cry. O Lord, why do you stand so far away? Why do you hide when I am in trouble? Here the psalmist expresses a profound sense of abandonment and desperation. It's a cry that many of us can relate to when we face overwhelming challenges and it seems as though God is distant. This honest question sets the stage for subsequent verses, where the psalmist vividly describes the actions and attitudes of the wicked. The psalmist's questions is not just rhetorical, it reflects a deep yearning for God's presence and intervention. This opening verse invites us to bring our own feelings of abandonment and frustration to God, trusting that He hears us even in our most desperate cries. In verses 2 through 6, the psalmist paints a stark picture of the wicked. The wicked arrogantly hunt down the poor. Let them be caught in the evil they plan for others. They brag about their evil desires. They praise the greedy and curse the Lord. The wicked are too proud to seek God. They seem to think that God is dead. These verses highlight their arrogance and cruelty of the wicked. They prey upon the vulnerable, boasting about their malicious intentions, and openly defy God. Their pride blinds them to their need for God, leading them to live as though He does not exist. The psalmist then describes the apparent success of the wicked, yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see the punishment awaiting them. They sneer at all their enemies. They think, nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free from trouble forever. This success emboldens them, making them feel invincible and untouchable. It's a troubling observation that resonates with us when we see the wicked prosper and the righteous suffer. Verses 7 through 10 delve deeper into the behavior of the wicked. Their mouths are full of cursing, lies, and threats. Trouble and evil are on the tips of their tongue. They lurk in ambush in the villages, waiting to murder innocent people. They are always searching for helpless victims. Like lions crouched in hiding, they wait to pounce on the helpless. Like hunters, they capture the helpless and drag them away in their nets. Their helpless victims are crushed. They fall beneath the strength of the wicked. These verses highlight the wicked's use of words and actions to spread destruction. Their speech is filled with cursing, lies, and threats, reflecting their corrupt hearts. They prey on the innocent and the helpless, ambushing them like predators. The vivid imagery of lions and hunters underscores the calculated, relentless nature of their evil deeds. The psalmist's depiction of the wicked crushing their victims highlights the desired consequences of unchecked wickedness. The helpless suffer greatly under the weight of the wicked's power, further emphasizing the need for divine intervention and justice. In verse 11 reveals the deluded mind of the wicked. The wicked think, God isn't watching us. He has closed his eyes and won't even see what we do. This belief that God is indifferent or absent leads the wicked to continue in their evil ways without fear or of accountability. They convince themselves they can act with impunity, further emboldening the arrogance and cruelty. The verse captures a profound understanding of God's nature. The wicked's delusion that God is not watching or caring about their actions contrasts sharply with the psalmist's earlier cry for God's presence and justice. It reminds us of the importance of recognizing God's constant awareness and ultimate justice. As we reflect on Psalm chapter 10, verses 1 through 11, several essential lessons emerge that we can apply to our lives today. First is honest lament. The psalmist's honest cry for God's presence in times of trouble encourages us to bring our raw emotions to God. It's okay to express our feelings of abandonment and frustration, knowing that God hears and cares about our struggles. Second, awareness of wickedness. The vivid depiction of the wicked's actions and attitudes serves as a sobering reminder of the reality of evil in the world. It calls us to be vigilant and compassionate toward those who suffer under oppression. Third, divine justice. Despite the apparent success of impunity of the wicked, we are reminded of God's ultimate justice. The wicked may prosper for a time, but they will not escape God's judgment. This assurance helps us to trust in God's timing and justice, even when we don't see an immediate results. Fourth, God's constant watchfulness. The delusion of the wicked that God is not watching challenges us to live with the awareness of God's constant presence and accountability. We're called to live righteously, knowing God sees and cares about our actions. And fifth, compassion for the helpless. The plight of the helpless victim urges us to show compassion and to seek justice for those who are vulnerable. As followers of Christ, we are called to defend the oppressed and stand against wickedness. Applying these lessons in our daily lives can deepen our faith and influence how we respond to the challenges around us. Honest lament strengthens our relationship with God, allowing us to trust in Him with our deepest struggles. Awareness of wickedness motivates us to be agents of justice and compassion. Trusting in divine justice provides a peace and confidence in God's ultimate plan. Recognizing God's constant watchfulness encourages us to live righteously. Showing compassion for the helpless aligns us with God's heart for justice. As we conclude our exploration of Psalm chapter 10, verses 1 through 11, let's carry these lessons with us on our journey. Be honest in your lament. Remain vigilant in your wickedness. Trust in God's justice. Live with the awareness of His watchfulness, and show compassion for the helpless. By doing so, we align ourselves with the Psalm's timeless wisdom and navigate life's complexities with faith and assurance. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Wisdom Trek. May these insights of Psalm chapter 10 inspire and strengthen you as you continue your trek through life. Until the next time, keep seeking God's wisdom, cherish each moment, and continue to positively impact the world around you. If you found this podcast insightful, please subscribe and leave us a review. Then encourage your friends and family to join us and come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, and most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. As we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you next time for more daily wisdom.